Hello friends, welcome to this 3D modeling module, and in this lecture we will know about the rib command. So ribs are basically used to insert to provide extra stiffness or strength to a part. We can find this rib command here. Go to this more tab and you can see rib in this design feature, rib. Also you can find this in menu, insert, then go to design feature and ribs. Now to create the rib, first of all we need to create a part. So go to extrude, select this XY plane and draw a rectangle. So I draw a center rectangle and finish this sketch. Give it some height and click OK. After that I am going to use the shell feature. So use the shell command, go to shell. Here I will select the option remove faces. Select this face, this face, this face and this face. Give it the value some thickness and click OK. Now we can see we have this part remaining. Now what I do is I want to create rib inside this. So to create the rib I go to this rib option. Rib, the body selected. Now we need to select a curve. So right now we don't have any curve, so we can draw it. So go to sketch curve and I am selecting the plane, that is, this is YZ plane. Click on this YZ plane and click OK. So with this plane we can draw object like this. So go to line command, from this edge, this starting point up to any point here. Okay, so we can specify the dimension for this. If we want any exact value, press escape and finish the sketch. Now we can see it is showing an error that target body cannot properly cap the open smart volume. So it is because we have two options here, perpendicular section and parallel to section plane. So we had selected this YZ plane. If we take the perpendicular direction, it is going in the rightward side, but we want it in the downward. So to do this we can select parallel to section plane and make sure the direction is going downward. So here we can see a rib has been created. So we can provide the thickness to this rib. In the thickness we have two options, symmetric or asymmetric. So symmetric means from this sketch, if I drag this, it is going to take symmetric values. If I select this asymmetric, it is going to take different values for this thickness. So here we can see the thickness is going in the rightward. Generally for the ribs we use symmetric feature because it is easy to manufacture the symmetric ribs. If we want to combine it, we can make a check on this combine rib with the target, and we can also provide the draft into this. Go to draft. So the draft will not provide it into this parallel, it will only provide it in the perpendicular option. So click OK. In this way we have created this rib. So let's say I want to create a rib between this section. Now to create that rib we need to create a sketch, and to create the sketch we need a datum plane, because we see here we don't have any plane. So go to this datum plane and I select this add distance, select this front face. So let's say this value is -50. Here we can see the plane is between this sketch. Click OK and then go to sketch and select this plane, the plane we have created, and click OK. So onto this plane we can draw a line for the rib from this point. So let's say this time I draw a rib like this up to this point. Finish this sketch. Now go to the rib option. The body selected, select the rib, we can select the sketch from here. Select the parallel and insert the value of thickness and click OK. So in this way we can create the rib. So I can save this, go to save as. In your project file I am saving this as a rib1, so you can use this for the reference. Select this rib and let's say I delete all this. So I delete all these ribs. Right click and delete. So only the extrude part is remaining. Now once again I create a shell. I remove the top face only, give it some thickness and click OK. Now I want to create the ribs inside this. Now to create the ribs, I go to the rib option and let's say I select the top face. Select this top face. Now draw a line. Go to line. Click for the any point. Click here and draw a line like this up to this edge. Click for up to next point onto this edge. Finish this sketch. Now I want to create the rib in the downward direction. So when I select the parallel, it is going in the rightward. So to create a rib in downward direction, we need to select perpendicular section. Now we can see this rib is going downward. So again we can specify the thickness for this. And here we can see these options are visible, caps and draft. First let's understand what is caps. So caps means basically, so right now we can see the rib has been created from this top length up to this bottom length. So if you want to specify some different reference for the top, just go to this offset value, pick this arrow and drag it. So let's drag it. So let's insert some value first. Let's say this is 10. So direction is going upward, I will have to specify negative value. So when I double click on this arrow, you can see this blue arrow is going downward. Pick this arrow and drag it. Here we can see we can create an offset rib. So this rib is offset from this geometry. Also we can insert the draft inside this from cap. Insert the value of draft, so let's say this value is 10. So it will create a draft on both directions. Here we can see the inclined faces. Okay, I click OK. So in this way we can create parallel and perpendicular type of ribs. So I'm going to save this part, save as, and this is rib 2. So you can use this file for your reference.